So tell me how you got involved in Drive Angry.
Well, I met with Patrick. He had the project, Patrick the director, and he told me that he'd like me to be Piper, and I read the script, and I think at about page 2, I realized I was reading something uniquely different and special, and I decided I wanted to do it right then and there, I think. Piper is unlike any female character I've ever read, and I jumped at the opportunity to take her on. And then after meeting Patrick, I felt like I was in good hands. He had done My Bloody Valentine and was kind of the pioneer of this new wave of 3D technology, and I felt like I was in good hands and excited about that. Genuinely felt like I was with the right team.
Were you excited about the possibility of working with Nick?
Well, I mean, of course, I'd have to be crazy not to. I love Nick. His work is brilliant. I think he does very cool, absurd things that test the boundaries and push the envelope. And as an artist, I admire that about him. I think he brings something very unique to his characters, something that's not written on the page, something that couldn't be written on the page. I think he's a perfect mix of zen and crazy.
And what is he like on set?
Just that. Watching him, you find out in 2 seconds why he is the legend that he is. Truly talented guy with so much to offer, so much more to offer. And I found myself really being challenged and moving my character forward because of the choices that he made. And that's what we're aiming to do in the first place. So I was honored to work with him.
And you definitely did do it. Let's talk a bit about your character, who I think is really cool. I mean, who is Piper in your eyes?
Piper is a fist-throwing, Daisy Duke-wearing, Charger-driving, potty-mouth, small-town diner waitress with a bad attitude and a heart of gold.
And you were saying that she's a Charger driving because it's true. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, the '69 Charger was the icing on the cake for me. I love muscle cars, and my character loves muscle cars, so we had that in common.
And then John Milton crosses in her life. How does he change her life?
Well, I think they both need something to kind of continue their journeys. And I think the other one each of them offer each other something unique and different and important to the growth of the other person, and something that they couldn't acquire by themselves. I think they offer each other exactly what the other one needs, and they help each other on this journey. I think it's a relationship built on mutual need, trust, and support. And I think that it's nice that we have a relationship that's not romantic, that doesn't rely on the romantic element to further our paths. I think that it was interesting to me also as an actress to have a character that didn't need the romantic element to be completed, didn't need the sexy element in order to be a full character. And she also didn't have to abandon her sexiness to be a strong character. I like that Piper gets to be all of those things, and she gets to kick some ass.
And without giving away too much, you are up against some powerful forces here.
I had my hands full of fistfights this time. I had a lot to do in this movie, and that's why I wanted to do it. I mean, I wanted to do my own stunts because I wanted to get my hands dirty making this movie.
And you're surrounded by an extraordinary also supporting cast. I mean, William, Billy, they're great actors.
There were incredible actors in this movie. I mean, the perfect cast was put together, aside from Nick being the only person who could really play John Milton. Aside from Nick, Billy Burke has an unbelievable performance as Jonah King, as this crazy, charismatic, enigmatic cult leader. And my favorite, William Fichtner, who just kills it as the accountant. I think he delivered one of the most memorable performances I've ever seen. He's truly great to watch in this movie.
Would you say that Patrick Lussier is a visionary?
I would. I think that that was what attracted me to this project, that Patrick was a visionary of this new wave of 3D technology, somebody I could trust.
And what was it like to shoot in 3D? Because it's rare to see an action movie like this shot in 3D.
Well, because it is the action movie that it is, I think it needs to be seen in 3D. And in a movie like this, you have to participate in it. It's a movie that you experience, you don't watch. You don't just sit back and separate yourself from the movie. It's the kind of movie that you need to get into and you need to have fun with and you need to live. And this is the kind of movie that you want the bullets whizzing past you. You want to duck the passing cars. And I think that that's an important element of this movie. And for me filming it, I think I took all the opportunities I could to play off of that 3D element, to kind of play into how it would be viewed. I tried doing things like spitting blood into the camera or punching the lens in order to make the audience in the fourth row jump back from it, things like that, to play into the 3D element. It was a lot of fun.
I know that says maybe a cliche, but films that are fun to watch are not always fun to shoot, but it seems like you all really had a good time on this one.
This movie was funner to shoot than it was to watch. I had the best time making this movie. I had so much fun.
What was your favorite moment, if you can tell us?
I think I loved the fight scene that I have with the writer who plays my ex-boyfriend in the movie. Todd Farmer put himself in the movie as my ex-boyfriend or as my boyfriend, and I catch him with another woman, and you see what happens in that scene. And I had so much fun making that scene. I got to show so many layers. You know, she's hurt, she's been betrayed, but she's also strong-willed, and I love that it's such a perfect scene for my character to tell the audience who my character is, because she keeps getting up. She picks a fight with this guy, a physical fight with him, and then she keeps getting up. Every time he hits her, she keeps getting up, or keeps antagonizing him and trying to get up, and I love that.
Tell me what it was like to be in Shreveport, in Louisiana.
I love Louisiana. It's such a beautiful state. It's got such an amazing culture to it. I love Louisiana.
So tell me finally when you saw the movie completed, because you know it's shot in 3D, it's got all this action. Finally you see it completed. I thought it was so much fun, really entertaining, but I'm wondering what you thought.
I loved it. I am so happy with it. It is so much fun, and that's what we set out to do. Make a fun action ride, and that's what it is.
Do you think people will love it everywhere because it's so different? And it does kind of remind us of those action movies from the 70s.
Well, it's got that 70s throwback feel to it, but it's got the new technology of 3D technology, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a kind of movie you want to go with your friends and have a few beers or have a few drinks and have a good time. And I don't know who doesn't want to have a good time.
It's interesting you're talking about not taking yourself too seriously. Do you think it's important not to take oneself too seriously?
Of course it is.
What makes you enjoy a movie then? And what do you think people enjoy about this one?
I think there's a lot to enjoy in this one. I think, for example, when you have a movie where you have fast cars and big guns and loud explosions and great music and saving the world with Nicolas Cage and a pair of Daisy Dukes in a '69 Charger, I think you have a lot for you have a good amount of ingredients for a good time.
What was that Charger like to drive?
It was incredible. I mean, I drive a classic car myself in everyday life, so I'm used to the handling of an old American car, and it drove beautifully.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.